What's one thing you would never do as an attorney?
One thing I would never do as an attorney, I guess the lawyer answer is I would never talk to the police without an attorney. I would always have plenty of insurance. As a personal injury attorney, I would recommend that. But as a dad, as a human being, as a person, I would, and I do this reluctantly from time to time, but the trampoline parks, trampolines in your backyard, just seems way too many bad injuries, accidents, bad things can happen. I hate the trampoline parks. They're part of people's birthdays. I get it. I try to avoid them at all costs, but no trampolines for me.
What is one thing you would not do as an attorney?
Something I wouldn't do now that I am an attorney
Correct.
that I would have done before?
Maybe.
Okay. I've thought about this actually. Well, first of all, I'm not getting on any ladders going forward. Or any roofs. I will hire trained professionals there, but I've worked a couple of vehicle intrusion cases that now every time I go into a restaurant, if they seat me anywhere that abuts the parking lot, I have to be moved just because I've seen what happens when these cars drive into the restaurant, and I want to be as far back into the restaurant as possible in case it happens while I'm eating.
Jason, what is something you would never do now that you're a lawyer?
As a lawyer or a person,
As a person, because you're a lawyer.
I would not eat gas station sushi. You're going to have a very difficult claim against the gas station for eating 3-day-old sushi. I can promise you that much.
Oh, as a lawyer, one thing I would never do is drive my own vehicle through one of those drive-through safari parks. Because if one of those animals causes damage to your car, you're gonna have a tough time making an insurance claim on that.
Trent, what is something you would not do now that you are a lawyer?
Now that I'm a lawyer, I probably wouldn't go to any carnival or fair, and I would not drive next to an 18-wheeler if my life depended on it.
Is one thing that you would not do now that you're a lawyer, Carter?
Refrain or refusing to read contracts and documents or agreements, because it's very important that people read contracts and agreements. When I was not a lawyer or before I became a lawyer, everybody has a habit, whether you're buying a car or entering into just some type of an agreement or contract, of just checking the boxes, glancing through everything, but those terms to those contracts have real world consequences, so everybody needs to read their contracts.